Hello everyone, my name is Mark, and today I am going to do an unboxing and review of the Thomas and Friends Trackmaster push along Sonny or Sonny. I do not know how to properly pronounce his name, unfortunately. Now then, let's take a look at the packaging. I found this today, just recently. The, this is the first push along Thomas model that I've gotten that has this new style of packaging. Now there's a see-through blister where you can see Sony. It says metal engine on the side, ages 3 and up, Fisher Price down here, Thomas and Friends logo. His name is Sonny. There's an image of him from the show. And then there's blue background on the top and the bottom with some rivets and some green hills and such on in the middle. And off of a white trim along the packaging as well. The back, there's not much special here. There's Brit Allcroft and such, Thompson, the Tank Engine and Friends trademark, all that stuff. Sonny's name in 3 languages. Hit Entertainment down the bottom, and some other random stuff. Unfortunately, I can't read where this was made. 2020 Ghislaine Thomas Limited, as we can see up there. So yeah, this is a pretty recent item. I've only just seen this at my stores. I mean, at one store specifically. Let's open him up. Alright, I have Sonny, I have the packaging. Now I can take a better look at him. Now Sonny is a pretty recent character in the Thomas the Tank Engine show. He recently appeared in of the 20-minute specials, I believe. Yeah, it was one of the 20-minute specials. I think it was like Extraordinary Machinery. I'm not sure if that was the name, but that was the one he appeared in. He helped. It was helping 2 robbers, but at the end, he betrayed them, I believe. Like, I did see the episode or whatever. So there. Sai is a pretty interesting character. I don't think we've had anyone like him before in the show. But for the close look we can see here, his face is a pretty decent mold. Looks gray on. Yeah, he has this dark shade of blue, which is interesting. I don't think any other character in the show has this color. He has a nameplate saying Sonny on both sides. There's some golden paint stripes on his wheel arch, I believe that's what it is. Of this other one here. He has silver boiler stripes going along. He has a gold stripe on the top of his funnel, which is a nice touch. It reminds me of Lady and Emily. There's a gold stripe going along his boiler at the very front, behind his smoke box. And there's some other little bits of detailing that are all painted on there very nicely. He has a black dome, and I think this is a safety valve or another dome, maybe. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, his windows are not painted on, and his windows are painted in. It looks kind of sloppy. From what I can see, it looks a little sloppy. Here's the number 1842 written in white near his cab. He also has some more gold lining going along here. With the back side, near the back. His back itself is just blank. Right here. The coal is painted on, but it's just all flat. It's like there's no mold here, just flatly painted on, which is kind of cheap. And the top part is not painted, but I am not sure, but I think that is accurate. But yeah, and he also has 6 black wheels. I'm not sure if that's how many he has on the show. I think it's accurate, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think Sonny should be a little bit longer. Like, I don't have the push along version of Thomas, unfortunately, but I do have the Adventures version here, which is about the same length, I think. Yeah, they're about the same length. Now, I believe Sonny was a bit longer than Thomas instead of the shorter characters, because I believe he was around like this long, I think at least. Like out to this long. Not 100% sure though. Now, of course, since he is a push along engine. Well, there's no name for these guys now. It doesn't say push along or trackmaster or anything on the new packaging. He has these new couplings, but I think they only changed up the name of these guys. Like, they got rid of it so people won't get confused thinking this is a motorized engine. It has little cheap couplings like all the other push along engines. They're kind of flimsy, and the back one is just solid on here onto the base. And he also has his buffers are sculpted in, but unfortunately they did not paint up his buffer beam, which is very unfortunate since we can clearly see on the packaging that they should be red on there on both ends, but unfortunately there's nothing here, which is pretty disappointing, honestly. The base has some random code, and his name is on there as well. This is 2018 Ghislaine Thomas Limited, 2018 Mattel, some other garbage, made in Thailand. As you can see. Now for comparisons, I did bring out a couple of little Thomas models that I own. A size comparison or something. Like, I have a little Adventures Thomas, of course. I do not have the push along version, but I believe that's only like maybe slightly bigger than this model. I'm not completely sure about that. I have the D'Agostini Thomas. Right here you can see. I have a Take Along Thomas. These guys are about the same scale. And the last Thomas I have is an Ertl Thomas right here. As we can see for the scaling of these guys. Now, Sonny here actually does kind of remind me of Rajiv. I'm not sure why, but he just reminds me of him. We can see them next to each other. Rajiv is a bit taller though. Also, he also has a little trim on his funnel. And so these guys easily connect up to each other like this. They're one-way couplings, which is kind of unfortunate considering like Take and Play and Adventures but used to be like two-sided couplings, but yeah, they're now just one way. Only work one way now, which is pretty unfortunate. You can attach them like that, and you can also, of course, attach them like this. Like, you can't, before you could take along and like Adventures and such, you're doing like this, and this, and all that jazz. And but he does still work perfectly fine with Adventures. Thankfully, these guys, they do work just like that. They match up still perfectly fine. And thankfully, they do work both ways because like the couplers of these guys are all identical. Also hook them up like this. And you can also attach them by the back as well, and they will stay together, which is nice. Now these new models, like these push along models, do work on most types of track. Like, they work on take along / take and play track. They work on Adventures. Of course, they work on Tomy, Trackmaster, and such. And I believe they work on Wooden Railway and maybe Mega Blocks, although I'm not completely sure. And when I say Mega Blocks, I mean the old style Mega Blocks, not the new style. So there. That was my review of the Thomas & Friends Trackmaster push-along Sonny. I hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time. Bye.